Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Taking in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try to get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's at the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. In motion, the tight end. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Good. Hey, 47. Hey, 2-2.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. He finds his target, Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert back to the air. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. This is caught by Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Prescott to throw it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
He's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams.
On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams, 75 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Hey, kill!
On second down, Prescott again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Chargers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small. And Prescott, his third interception.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the tight end goes in motion left. 4th down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result. Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength. And they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big time play. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert under pressure. They got him again. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time. Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception. The Charger drive about to get going. So the offense back out now, coming off its 1st interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys... He's got a man complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert operating from the red zone. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A pretty big opening there on 1st down, 8 yards up to the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
47.
To throw, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get?
He's got a man complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead.
42, Cowboys 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Marr now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Herbert.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Throwing, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. He goes 18 yards on the touchdown run. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Stop him at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Run for Pollard, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a room to maneuver.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need to tip the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tried to burrow in behind his offensive line and sneak it in, but the surge up front, it came from the defensive side of the line of scrimmage, and he was unable to get in.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
46.
Second down, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
36 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That good for 19 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
16 yards.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. It's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Negative yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott under pressure, and they get to him again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Pollard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complete.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again.
He's got him in, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 29 yards.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers.
This pass complete to Melton.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
On first down, Rodgers.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Rodgers.
He's able to find Melton.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Rodgers to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
second down, another shot for Jones.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Delay of game penalty, ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Jones again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Play action now, Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 75 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packer.